Ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of Odisha, Shri Hari Babu Kambhampati, has joined us for the valedictory ceremony. We extend him a warm welcome to the 6th Odisha Tourism Conclave organized by HRAO in association with Odisha Tourism and Ministry of Tourism, Government of India and World Trade Center, Bhubaneswar. Thank you so much. And once again, a very warm welcome to His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of Odisha, Shri Hari Babu Kambhampati, and our esteemed dignitaries on dais. As is the customary practice, we would like to welcome His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of Odisha, with a sapling and an uttariya. May I request Member HRAO, Mr. Ravi Ranjan Pujari, to do the honors and welcome His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of Odisha, Shri Hari Babu Kambhampati. We are truly grateful for his presence here with us today. It's a matter of great pride for the entire fraternity of HRAO. Thank you so much, sir, for your presence. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, as we come towards the end of the 6th Odisha Tourism Conclave, we have a video that showcases how Hotel and Restaurant Association of Odisha has been playing a significant role in promoting Odisha tourism with glimpses of these conclaves over the last few years. So first, let's take a look at the video. I would now take this opportunity to request the Chairman HRAO, Dr. J.K. Mohanty, to present the welcome address.
Good evening, all. It is a pleasure and privilege for me to welcome His Excellency, Governor of Odisha, to this valedictory ceremony. Your Excellency, today, for the whole day, we had around 5 brainstorming sessions with different panelists, experts from all over the state and from outside the state. We have the President of IATO, Mr. Ravi Gosai. We had the Tourism Finance Corporation Chairperson, Mr. Anup Bali. We had experts from adventure tourism, beach tourism, and all sorts of people who are interested in the tourism sector, they have come and given their suggestions. Your Excellency, I would like to inform the audience here, when we had gone to your office to invite you to explain about Odisha tourism, we learnt a lot of things from you, sir. We learnt that you have vast experience, not only in tourism, in industry and many folds. Sir, we are grateful that you are here with us today. Our point here, why we are conducting these conclaves every year new people, young people are coming forward with brilliant ideas, and we have been inviting them to give their suggestions, which in turn becomes recommendations of the conclave, and we present these recommendations to the government so that they can update themselves with what is happening in the tourism sector all over the country and all over the world. Your Excellency, today also we have had excellent suggestions from various corners, people who are experts in the various fields of tourism. They have given their suggestions, and these will be compiled and presented to Your Excellency as well as the tourism department officials. Your Excellency, Mr. Talukdar, who is a travel professional, hospitality consultant, has been making notes of all the suggestions which have come forward, and he would be presenting a few important points to Your Excellency, and later on these recommendations will be compiled and presented to the government of Odisha for including the same in the next tourism policy. In the last 5 conclaves, we have had excellent suggestions from members and from experts. These were compiled and presented to the government, and in the previous tourism policies also, these recommendations have been fully accepted by the State Tourism Department and implemented also. With these words, I think I will not take much time because Mr. Talukdar will have many things to suggest and he will read out the recommendations of today's conclave. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mahanti. As already mentioned by him, we've had 5 brainstorming technical sessions during the day and a lot of impactful deliberations. So there are recommendations, and I would now request Member HRAO, Mr. A. Talukdar, to present the recommendations of the 6th Odisha Tourism Conclave 2025.
His Excellency, Sri Haribabu Kambampati, Honorable Governor of Odisha, respected Chairman of our association, Dr. J.K. Mahanti, respected Vice Presidents on the dais, Mr. Raju Patra and Mr. Ashish Palit, fellow HRAO members, dear media, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, very good evening. I am to present throughout the day what we have been doing, our deliberations, discussions. There are huge number of points have come up, suggestions have been put forward, noted. May not be possible to read out all the points, but I will read certain pertinent points as Dr. Mahanti narrated, that all this will be compiled and in detailed format and will come up in our souvenir, which is presented to Honorable Governor and the government in a printed format later. In the welcome address, Mr. J.K. Mahanti mentioned partition point. Last 5 conclaves, all suggestions by stakeholders were submitted, and most of the major number of points were accepted also, partially, wholly. This tourism conclave's purpose is for investment in tourism sector. That is the conclave is all about. We are looking for investments. We have more outgoing tourists from India, and because of infrastructure gap we have between India and the people where they are visiting outside, so our infrastructure stress has to be there, especially in Odisha. Hop, step, jump has been deliberated. We have hopped already. Odisha has hopped in tourism sector. Now we are looking towards to take the step and the jump forward. Our river cruise in 480 kilometers of coastline development has to be thrust upon. Heritage train journey in Odisha in nature of what we have in Rajasthan, that is the need of the hour. Spiritual tourism was our core competency, and that has to be explored even more. Tourism policy modification and upgradation that is being done, which has been explained by Director Tourism. Hotel industry requires full industrial status, which is pending. We have got it partially. We seek to have it fully. Extension of timeline for approvals, as we need lot many approvals, and that extensions are required on certain approvals because some has to be coordinated with state government and central government. Those extension is required. Single window, we have been talking about single window for a pretty long time, many years, but single window needs to have single window in letter and spirit, not multiple windows after the single window. Land bank, government, state government do have land banks, but hotel industry is seeking as the specific land bank for hotel industry. That is a demand by Hotel and Restaurant Association of Odisha. Buddhist circus, we have a huge potential in Buddhist circus in Odisha. Extension of certain trains in Buddhist circus has been asked for. Special thrust on western and southern Odisha. Branding of Odisha, it has to be more holistic, and though Lord Jagannath is our greatest brand, yet it is time that we have, for marketing purpose, a human face for brand ambassador of Odisha. Fam tours of India and abroad, though it is being done in bits and pieces, which has to be more organized. And incentive for investors in tourism sector, investors is a prime role, and incentives has to be looked upon by the government for the incentive for the investors. Mr. Ashish Gupta mentioned the CEO of Faith. Our first target for Odisha should be to double the GDP of tourism ratio from 3% to 6% of Indian GDP. Aggressive investment share to be increased, and we have to make Odisha a national product and in the process a global product, which can be the game changer for Odisha tourism. And for every project, every policy, we should have a definite timeline by the stakeholders as well as by the government. Mr. Ravi Gasai, IATO President, he mentioned the pertinent points, product diversity for Odisha, and he stressed upon the responsibility of the stakeholders in tourism. It is just not lies on the government. Stakeholders in the tourism industry, every stakeholders have their responsibility which needs to be fulfilled. We have to have a right target audience. Sometimes our target audience gets diluted. We have to have right target audience for Odisha tourism. FAM tours are enhanced extended sales force. This has been mentioned by Mr. Gosai, which is very true. Madam Mansi Nimble, Director Tourism, she mentioned by 2030, $540 billion of India's GDP of Odisha leading from the front is the next level we expect for Odisha tourism. Thrust in domestic tourism since post-COVID has been given by government, and we all hoteliers, we see the result. Seeing is believing. The result speaks itself. Post-COVID, business have increased. Off-bid destinations are Odisha's advantages in compared to other states. Those needs to be promoted further. Viksit Odisha as part of Viksit Bharat within the deadline, that should be the aim for hotel association, hospitality stakeholders. Government, state government, Madam Nimble has explained in great detail, the government is having great plans for western and southern Odisha. In the technical session, Mr. Binod Jaina, Deputy Director, Department of Tourism, he gave a good PPT presentation explaining Vision 29, 36 and 47. Diversification of tourism products of Odisha is the USP for Odisha. We have huge diversification of our tourism products. He also explained the challenges and the means of simplification and liberalization to overcome the bottlenecks we have in implementing those policies. Odisha state government as well as the stakeholders are looking forward that Odisha should be the top 5 destinations in the, not only in India, but in Southeast Asia. It's a very optimistic plan, but it is possible. Mr. Anup Bali, CMD TFCI, he congratulated us. Hoteliers are heroes of hospitality industry that we all accept, acknowledge, and feel humbled. Basic infrastructure and funding is a chicken and egg situation for both the stakeholders, the financial institution as well as the investors or the entrepreneurs. But the basic infrastructure has to be there. It has to be the chicken so that the funding comes automatically. Without infrastructure existing, funding becomes tough challenge for the investor. And Mr. Bali also stressed upon that tourism should be majorly handled by, in any state, by private sector. Government can be the facilitator at the best, but the driving force should be the private sector. Mr. Shantanu Nanda from SIDBI, he explained the various schemes of SIDBI, especially for MSME sector, which are not much awareness we have among hoteliers, which he explained in great detail, and he has promised to have a separate session with SIDBI for Hotel Association members. Mr. Vishal Kamath, MD of Kamath Group of Hotels, he has drawn a comparative about road infrastructure, law and order, in vis-a-vis some other states where Odisha stands tall on these parameters. And speed of delivery or policies and clarity of announcement of government, different announcement, there we need to have the speed of delivery and the clarity on the announcement. Certain times our delivery schedule by the government of different policies get delayed, thus diluting the said policy. In Marketing Odisha session, Mr. Ravi Gashai also mentioned showcasing to decision makers. The decision makers, to the decision makers of the world, we need to showcase Odisha. That is the target audience, what you mentioned earlier. Diversity is Odisha's USP again. And real definition and bonding up of homestay. Homestay is the upcoming thing in hospitality sector that he has clarified and defined and government of Odisha is also thinking big way. A separate policy for homestay are coming out. Mr. Vikram Challur of MMT, he mentioned that not what is seen, but what is felt by a tourist experience. It's just not the visual, but what is the feeling of the tourist, that is the experience should take forward the Odisha tourism. Infrastructure, Instagrammable experience. Instagrammable experience is the very intricate experience for the tourism, especially among the Gen Z these days. So we have to make all our destinations visible, Instagrammable, which is popular to Gen Z, which is the 60% of our traveling population. Mr. Debashish Patnaik mentioned that market and communicate with the target audience. Our marketing it, we are communicating, but sometimes we divert from our right target audience. He stress on that right target audience. And we have to make ourselves competent and present ourselves in marketing the stories. Mr. Patnaik, being a best-selling author of narrating stories on the history of tourism, especially the book 75 Years of Bhubaneswar, it's the bestseller. So he stressed on the marketing the stories, just not from the government side, but from the stakeholder side, which is a great marketing tool for tourism. Mr. Ashutosh Kaur, he mentioned the point, secret wonders. He mentioned certain locations, which a lot of us in Odisha never heard of. Gulmi, Subai, Sitabenji, all these spots are wonderful. What we heard from him, these needs to be looked after by the state government, to how to promote, how to develop the infrastructure. And he gave a new theory of PPP. It is not PPP model what we know as. He mentioned it is protect, promote, and provide of these unknown, unheard of destinations. In the session 3, we had a skill development session where Dr. Sagdik Chaudhary, the moderator, mentioned that the new syllabus for the Hotel Management Institute is the new curriculum, has been invoked. So the first batch will come out next year, 2026. Madam Rashmita Panda mentioned 5 A's, that is accessibility, accommodation, etc. It is good to know that state government is collaborating with large private entities like Vedanta in Kalaradi for skill sector in tourism. Right now, state government is skilling 2,000 to 2,500 staff being trained in hospitality sector, which state government plans to double this year. And some are to be upskilled. Mr. Majumdar from Life Hotels, he was explaining the gap between the industry and the Hotel Management Institute, the teamwork, practical training, and lack of multilingual guides, which are to be bridged the gaps. Madam Sharda Ghosh, IHM principal, she mentioned entry-level job holders lack cultural diversity, which has to be looked after. I think that will be taken care of by the new syllabus invoked by IHM. And it is not uncommon, but true and ironical that fresh pass-out, fresh hotel management students, they prefer either hometown or metro cities. That's why, that's the experience of hotel industry in Odisha also, that we don't get to keep the students who are passing out from Hotel Management Institute. However, the state government are now sponsoring 50% recruits from the state, people from the state. Madam Ghosh also suggested the hotelier should invest through CSR in skill development of their staff and other people from the state. Dr. Subuddhi suggested that MOU between industry and skill center, like which exist in other industries, this is order of the day, that MOU between industry of hospitality industry and the different skill centers, then this scarcity of staff in hospitality industry might be reduced. And apprenticeship, which Mr. Subuddhi suggested, with a good stipend, which will work out and bridge the gap of staff scarcity in hospitality industry. Mr. R.K. Tripathi, CEO of SDI, he said that instead of calling them skilled labor in hospitality industry, we should start trying saying skilled resource in the right term. And those people who are getting into hospitality education, they must have given a certainty of their career path. He explained how today the interest is getting less in the hospitality education because they are not certain, like engineering or any other profession, of their career path, which should be looked after. In Vision Odisha session, Argus TV CEO Mr. Prakash Rao has said a very excellent thing, that we have to sell Odisha tourism. The point was that Odisha tourism, we should not see it in isolation. We have to sell Odisha as a whole, and Odisha tourism automatically falls in the place. And he said we should know our states. Like in other earlier sessions, there were a lot of places mentioned where even us Odias, we have not heard of those places. He said we must know first, ask ourselves those places, and we should take pride of those. In the same session, Mr. Pattaik said that Odia cuisine is the most understated cuisine in India, in the world, most understated cuisine. Two master chefs, Mr. Vikash Khanna and Ranveer Brar, made Odisha cuisine famous and globally known. Till such time, it was not presented and it was underrated. And it was encouraging to note from his point that Gopalpur, Kantibhanji and places like this are becoming very popular wedding destinations. Mr. Raju Patra mentioned the first tourism destination in Odisha, if not in the entire eastern India, was Puri, maybe centuries ago. That is the first tourist destination. And gradually, we have sprouted different tourist destinations. And the main theme of that session, the Vision Odisha session, was that we started late, but we are focused on our destination for Viksit Odisha of 2036 and 2047. We have many other suggestions, many other points. We had experiential tourism session, where I was the moderator, so I couldn't note down those points being on the stage. But experiential in tourism, the main thing came out that experiential tourism is no more a niche market, it is the necessity market. That experiential tourism should come out. Those are the pertinent and main points which I have noted. Paucity of time, I could not read all the points. However, all the points in detail will be printed in our souvenir and to be presented to Honorable Governor and to the state government. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much, Mr. Talukdar, for those very elaborate recommendations. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor and deep respect that we welcome the chief guest for this valedictory ceremony, a distinguished statesman, scholar, and visionary leader, His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of Odisha, Professor Hari Babu Kambhampati. With a remarkable academic background, decades of public service, it'll be an honor to now request him to deliver the valedictory address.
Dr. J.K. Mohanty ji, Chairman, HRAO, Mr. Ashish Palit, Vice Chairman, Mr. Rajkishore Patra, Mr. A. Talukdar, distinguished participants, guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a matter of pride and great honor to be here at the valedictory ceremony of Odisha Tourism Conclave 2025, a timely initiative that brings together policymakers, industry leaders, experts, and other stakeholders to chart a dynamic course for Odisha's tourism sector. On this occasion, I commend the Hotel and Restaurant Association of Odisha for organizing this conclave and for its steadfast efforts to strengthening state's hospitality ecosystem. Tourism is one of the most vibrant and highly potential sectors that has emerged as a key driver of economic growth. It is one of the fastest growing economic sectors and has huge potential to generate direct and indirect employment across various sectors, including hospitality, food and beverages, transportation, tour guiding, handicrafts, and cultural activities. It has also significant impact on trade, investment, infrastructure development, and social inclusion. Besides, it can generate resources for conservation of cultural and natural heritage and has huge potential to make positive contribution to sustainable development goals. Odisha, a land that boasts diverse regions, each with unique cultural and natural attraction, making it a compelling tourist destination. From its ancient civilizational roots to rich temple heritage, scenic landscape, artistic legacy, and vibrant biodiversity, it offers a rich tapestry of experience to every kind of traveler. On this occasion, I must acclaim the visionary and transformational leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, for his special focus on positioning tourism a national priority. Under his esteemed guidance, tourism industry making significant progress towards achieving a globally competitive, environmentally sustainable, socially inclusive tourist destination and creation of world-class infrastructure. A world-class tourism infrastructure plays a pivotal role in achieving the vision of Viksit Odisha by 2036 and Viksit Bharat by 2047. Odisha has made remarkable progress in infrastructure, connectivity, and digital outreach. The Bizu Patnaik International Airport now connects Bhubaneswar directly with the key global destinations like Dubai and Abu Dhabi, a gateway to international tourism. Expansion of electric bus networks, ropeways, and inland waterways, especially around Chilika and Bitakarnika, will enhance last mile connectivity. We also have the connectivity between Visakhapatnam and Bhubaneswar from 12th of this month. As you all aware, the connectivity is the major concern for any development in tourism sector. In India, we have 12 major ports. One out of 12 major ports is the one at Paradip, which handles maximum volume of cargo. Visakhapatnam has another major port. After so many years now, we have connected two major ports in India on the east coast by air connectivity. We have Simhachalam temple. We have Puri temple. We are connecting two major temples at Vizag and in Odisha. I think connectivity is the major factor for development of any tourism project. Temple tourism nowadays plays very important role. Pilgrimage tourism is major factor nowadays. Recently I visited Ayodhya. Ayodhya is a very small town. I think it may be smaller than Khorda, maybe smaller than in any other district headquarters. Only because of Ram temple at Ayodhya, today Ayodhya boasts to have an international airport, attracting many foreign travelers to Ayodhya. To accommodate the travelers, the major hospitality companies like Taj, Oberoi and others, they are planning to establish their hotels in Ayodhya. Therefore, one temple, how it can transform the development in that particular area, it is the best example in India. Similarly, pilgrimage tourism. Nowadays, people are very much interested in having a tour program of visiting, connecting about 3 or 4 Shaktipeeth. I think we have Shaktipeeth in Odisha. We can have a connecting pilgrimage tour conducted in Odisha. It can attract many more people to visit. We must also focus on transforming Jagannath Dham into a global spiritual hub while developing heritage circuits such as Bhubaneswar, Puri, Konark. Simultaneously, we need to promote Buddhist sites like Ratnagiri, Udayagiri, and Lalitgiri, particularly to Southeast Asian visitors who share deep historical and cultural ties with these locations. Recently, I had the opportunity of being nominated by Honorable Prime Minister of India to lead the delegation to bring back the Buddha lyrics from Vietnam. The devotion and the interest shown by the people of Vietnam is amazing. I was told that when they visit India, they visit Bodh Gaya, at the best Lumbini. They are not aware of any other Buddhist sites in India. Therefore, during my visit, I have given the details of Ratnagiri, Udayagiri and Lalitgiri which exist in Odisha, and I invited them when they visit India, please make it a point to come to Odisha and visit the Buddhist sites exist in Odisha. They are going to have an expo in September. I advise the Honorable Minister for Tourism to explore the possibility of sending a delegation and representing in that expo at Vietnam to explain, to showcase what are the Buddhist sites we have and what facilities we have at that particular site. I hope that if that decision is taken by the government of Odisha, I wish that a delegation of Hoteliers Association also can accompany and participate in that particular expo in Vietnam. Ecotourism is another avenue where Odisha can lead. The vision to establish Odisha as the ecotourism capital of Eastern India is both timely and achievable. I think Odisha Tourism Department has published a tourism guide with regard to the eco-tourist spots in Odisha. It's a very good effort. People can know about various sanctuaries and other places to visit. I think 2 days back I received a call from one of my friends from Visakhapatnam requesting me to get reservation at a tourist resort in the Eastern Ghats in Koraput district at a place called Devmali. I came to know the importance of Devmali when our ADC tried to contact the tourist house which is being managed by Forest Department in Devmali. That rooms are not available for the next 10 days. That is the demand that Devmali tourist resort is having. 2 days back, I had a discussion with the Chief Secretary, Government of Odisha. I was explaining him that Devmali, places like Devmali has such a demand where there are only 10 rooms are available. Why don't we make room for more rooms so that more people can visit and have benefit of tourism? Yes, it can be done, but the problem is if we take up any activity in forest area, we are having the opposition from environmentalists. Even if you try to build one small guest house there, the environmentalists are crying that you are causing problem for the protection of environment. Of course, there are certain issues. We have to overcome them. When Dr. Mohanty visited me to invite for this conference, this meeting, he was telling me that he spent about 20 years of time to get clearance to build a hotel on the beach road of Puri because of so many regulations like coastal zone regulation and other acts. When I visited Vietnam, I visited Ho Chi Minh and Da Nang city, Da Nang province. Ho Chi Minh is the industrial city of Vietnam. Da Nang is a port city, having a very good bay and beach road. All along the beach road in Da Nang province, in Da Nang city, there are hotels which are having about 30 floors, 40 floors, multi-storied hotel accommodation all along the beach road in the bay. I think we should explore how do we view the development and also at the same time to conserve and safeguard the environment. Maybe sometime people say that you are very cautious in protecting the environment. You are also are not in a position to take developmental projects in the name of environmental protection. We will not say that environment should not be protected. It should be protected. At the same time, there should be some room for the development without compromising on environment problem. I think government has to look at it in different angles, remove all hurdles, obstacles in taking up tourist activities mainly on the coastal areas and also in the forest areas. Because we all identify tourism is the major growth engine for economic development. I was the member of Andhra Pradesh Legislative Assembly in the year 1999, about 25 years ago. At the time, Mr. Chandrababu Naidu was the Chief Minister of combined Andhra Pradesh. He has prepared a vision document, Vision 2020 at that time. While speaking on that vision document in the assembly, he made a bold statement. Socialism, communism, capitalism will have no place in future in the world. Only the tourism will be there in the world, which will be the major growth engine for the economic development in the world. That is the importance that was being identified about 20-25 years back. I think in Odisha's vision document also tourism has got some important place. Today nobody will dispute if any government takes steps to develop tourism. But the ecosystem we should develop, not only the connectivity, the accommodation, but also the tourist guides and organized tour operators, and all ecosystem should become comprehensively developed so that people will travel, many people will come to see various places. We have a lot of beautiful places in Eastern Ghats. Eastern Ghats is the extension of from Andhra Pradesh to Odisha. Right from Araku Valley, Paderu, Machkan, Koraput, these are all the extension of the Eastern Ghats. Very beautiful places are there. There is one place called Lambasingi near Araku, where you will get a temperature of 1 or +2 in the winter. Those people who try to go to Kashmir to enjoy the experience of that coldness, you have places nearby us to experience the coldness of 0 degrees, 1 degree, 2 degrees. You have to explore. Such a beautiful places we have, I think it needs for promotion, it needs publicity. Therefore, I request Hoteliers Association, as you have conducted the tourism conclave in Odisha, my request is to conduct the tourist conclaves in the neighboring states, whether it be in Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal. you can attract many more people from these states to visit Odisha. Therefore, you have to publicize these places in the neighboring states so that the neighboring states people can visit Odisha and enjoy the tourism aspects of the state. Equally important is the development of cultural economy. Promoting Odisha's renowned handicrafts like Patachitra, applique, and Dokra, creating livelihood opportunities through heritage-based skill development and empowering our youth with the training in languages, hospitality, and tourism management is also equally essential. With visionary planning, sustainable investment, and focused execution, Odisha can emerge as India's spiritual, ecological, and cultural ambassador to the world. I once again commend the organizers of this conclave and assure you of my complete support and guidance in the journey towards making Odisha a globally admired tourism destination. Vande Utkala Janani, Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you, His Excellency, for your inspiring address and your wholehearted support to the HRAO family. Can we have another big round of applause for His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of Odisha, Shri Hari Babu Kambampati. I would now request Dr. J.K. Mohanty to felicitate His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of Odisha, with a memento as a token of appreciation from the entire HRAO family. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll request everyone to now rise for the national anthem. Thank you everyone, and thank you His Excellency the Honorable Governor of Odisha for gracing the valedictory ceremony of the 6th Odisha Tourism Conclave. We are truly, truly grateful for your time today here with us. And thank you, everyone. That brings us to the end of the 6th Odisha Tourism Conclave. You all have been a wonderful audience. And we look forward to your participation, not just in such conclaves, but in bringing together, forwarding the cause of this entire conclave. And once again, thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening ahead. Good night. And